Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dottie. I like to document my life via vlogs and share them with you, take you along with me, that type of stuff. So if you're interested, definitely subscribe, and if you like this video, definitely help me out, support me, and please like this video. Otherwise, welcome to another in real-time life update video. Today is Friday, April 18th. It is 3:57 p.m. I got off of work at 3:30, and so let's get into it. First, so I'm trying to get through this really fast because me and my fiance, we have been playing this game called Schedule 1. It's on Steam. I don't know if you've heard it. It's a really fun game. You're basically building a drug empire, and it's just awesome. If you're interested in playing it or playing it with your partner or friend or anyone, that's a really fun game. So I really suggest that. I'll put some footage of the gameplay that we've been playing for you to see, because it's really fun. And I'm trying to get through this update, trying to record it, edit it, get it posted so that we can play tonight, because the fiance is like, I want to play, and I'm like, I want to play too, but I gotta record this video and edit it and upload it. Okay, so that's the game update this week, and it's pretty inexpensive. It's about $20 if you're interested. They also have a free version, and that's what I tried prior to purchasing the game. I just wanted to see if I was gonna like it. I was really surprised that they had a free version to try, and I loved it, so I bought the game. All right, let's move on to the sleep update. Okay, so ever since I started tracking my sleep at the beginning of the year, as you know, if you've seen my goals video, that was my focus, and the dreams have been on the back burner. So ever since I've been tracking my sleep update via my Fitbit, I feel like the Fitbit isn't as accurate as I would like it to be. I've noticed that it's kind of bloating my sleep score and how long I'm actually sleeping, because I have problems where I wake up in the middle of the night and need to go to the bathroom, and then I have a hard time going back to sleep. It can take anywhere from 30 minutes to I'm not going back to sleep. So a lot of those times it's counting me asleep, even though I know that I am just laying there still trying to go to sleep. And when I say still, I just mean I'm not moving. So Fitbit is thinking that I am asleep when I am not, and I know I'm not, because I periodically look at my Fitbit to see what time it is. Oh, it's 30 minutes later. Oh, it's 45 minutes later. Oh, it's 1 hour later, you know, whatever it is. And then when I look at the score in the morning and how long I slept, it counted that time that I was awake as if I was asleep. So it's bloating my score. And then other times where I am asleep, like I do wake up in the middle of the night, but I do go to sleep, and I look at how long I slept for and my sleep score, sometimes it didn't count the time that I actually was asleep. Like I know that I fell asleep. So it gives me an even lower score, but I don't feel that low. I feel a little bit, higher in points. So I just feel like it's not being very accurate, and it's probably because I have the Fitbit Versa 2, which is an older model of the Fitbit Versa. There is a newer model, the Versa 4. So I just thought maybe the Versa 4 will give me better, more accurate data. I don't know. So I bought it. But this is why I also bought it. I was speaking with ChatGPT. ChatGPT is my buddy. If you have not tried ChatGPT, definitely highly recommend it. They have a free version. I only use the free version of it, and when I run out of the free version, it bumps me down to the lower version of ChatGPT, but I don't want to use the lower version, so I just wait until the higher version, which is the 4.0 version, until that one has recharged or whatever. You know, it tells me like you can't use 4.0 until this time. So then I just wait until that time. It's like 5 hours or something. I don't know how many hours, but I wait until that time, and then I resume my chat with ChatGPT. And the 4.0 version is really great. But anyways, I was speaking with ChatGPT, trying to figure out if I should stay with the Versa model, or if I should go with a different Fitbit model, or if I should go with another product entirely. And there was another product that ChatGPT said was better than Fitbit, and it's the Aura Ring. However, the features that I get with Fitbit, the free features, I do not have a Fitbit premium membership because I just don't want to throw money at it. The Aura Ring has the same features, but you need to pay for a membership, and I'm not going to be paying for a membership if I can get the same stats that I can for free with the Fitbit. So I decided to stay with the Fitbit. Now it was, do I stay with the Versa or do I go with another product? And so I did compare the Sense 2 with the Versa 4, and I figured, you know, the Sense 2 has like 3 additional features that it will track with your sleep, but I don't really want those additional features, and it is more expensive. The Sense 2 is more expensive than the Versa 4. So I just thought, I'm just gonna upgrade to the Versa 4. And I bought it today. Today I bought it because today is payday. Woo woo! That's like my favorite day of the week is payday. So that should be coming, I think, next week. So I'm really excited to switch over to the Versa 4 and see if it tracks my sleep any better. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, moving on to the dream update. All right, so I have had a few dreams this week, and what's funny is that the past 2 weeks I have not been drinking my dream tea. And I know, like I said, my dream focus is on the back burner, but I still do a few things to help, you know, that's supposed to help you dream, like doing my reality checks. I still do those. And the dream tea, I still drink that. I've been drinking it since last year, February. So February 2024, I started drinking dream tea. And my version of dream tea is mugwort and rosemary. The mugwort is supposed to help you dream more, and the rosemary is supposed to help you remember your dreams. And what's funny is that I have not seen an increase in dream activity drinking my dream tea since last year, February. But the past 2 weeks, I have run out of my dream tea. I need to buy more mugwort. I have rosemary, but I need to buy mugwort. And so these past 2 weeks, I feel like I have dreamt a lot more than I ever have without drinking this dream tea. So I don't know if I need to switch up the herbs, because there are other herbs out there that will do the same things that mugwort and rosemary do. Maybe I need to switch out the mugwort, because that's what I tried first, like alone, and then I added the rosemary on top to see if it would help. But I just don't see any difference in my dream frequency since I've been drinking this mugwort tea almost every day for the past year and March, April, 2 months. I don't know, I really got to think about that. But what I wanted to say about these dreams these past 2 weeks, or just this week, Wednesday night, I had this dream where I was being chased. And usually these dreams where I'm being chased, I'm being chased by something bad. It's trying to catch me. It's trying to kill me. It's trying to do something awful to me. I'm afraid and I'm trying to run away from it. But this dream that I had where I was being chased, I was actually not afraid. I was happy. I was laughing. I enjoyed the dream. I enjoyed being chased. And so this dream, I was outside running around in my backyard, and Odie was there, my dog Odie, he was there running around with me, and I was being chased by my fiancé. And it was just a really interesting dream because I had another dream in January where my fiancé was also chasing me, but I was afraid of him. I didn't want him to catch me. I didn't want him to get anywhere near me. I was running for my life in that dream. So it was just really interesting to have that contrast of being afraid in that dream in January, and then this past Wednesday being chased, but actually having fun and being happy and enjoying it. So what I want to do is the Oniri app, where I write my dreams in. It's my dream journal. What I want to do is Oniri has this AI that will analyze your dreams for you. And I did have it for a brief moment, but then I canceled it because I wasn't focusing on dreams. But when I do go back to focusing on dreams, I'm going to pay for that subscription again. It's very inexpensive. And you get the AI analysis for each of your dreams if you really want to analyze all your dreams. So I really want the AI to analyze the dream in January where I was being chased and afraid of being chased by my fiance, and then analyze the dream where I was being chased by him but I wasn't afraid. So I just want to see what the AI says, because that to me is really interesting. And let me know if you'd be interested in hearing that analysis too, because I don't know, that's pretty cool. Like the analysis that when I did have the subscription and analyzed a few of my dreams, it was really insightful. It was really insightful. So I want to be analyzing my dreams with the AI. So that was just something. We're going to move on to the pet update. All right, so I have this really ginormous tank. I think it's 180 gallons, and I have my girl Zia. I think I told you one of these in real time life update videos where I put her back in the tank because she had tried committing Sudoku and kind of like, you know, ripped her shell open and she was bleeding out, and it was just horrific that day. But she has healed after 3 years, and I put her back in her tank. And the other day, what was it, Tuesday, I noticed that the water was really dirty, and I was like, what is going on? Is this filter not working? The filter was not on. I did not know how long it had not been on for. The power was on, but it was not working. And I was like, oh my God, I need to fix this as soon as possible, because I don't know how long it was off for, and I need to make sure that this thing is still working. Otherwise, I gotta go buy either a new motor or an entirely new filter. And I was really hoping that the motor was not dead, because I have the Fluval FX6 and I forgot how much it is, but it was really expensive, at least $400 or something. So I didn't want to dish out another $400+ for a new filter. And you know, it's my fault anyway, because me and my fiance installed that filter back in 2001, and I had not cleaned it since then. So I just figured, okay, all I gotta do is just take out all the media, throw it all out, put some new media in, and it should be fine. And that is exactly what happened. The inside of the filter, where all the media lives, it was disgusting. It looked like mud. No wonder why the motor stopped. because it could not filter the water through that thick debris of disgustingness. And it's not mud, it's poop. It's turtle poop. So for 4 years it had been running without me cleaning it, but thankfully it now works. So I just wanted to highlight that. And that will be a vlog, like a video in itself. I made a few mistakes. Yeah. All right. Moving on to the last update, my work update. I want to talk about the company summit. If you saw my last in real time life update video, I said that I was going to be in Boston from Tuesday to Saturday last week. And I was going to Boston because I was going to attend the first ever company summit that my company invited everyone to. Prior to going, I gave myself a mission. I was like, I'm going to try to get as many people to know who I am as possible while I'm there, because there's going to be 200 employees. It's not going to be everybody from SLP, but it will be like the majority of who works at my company. And the reason why I gave myself this mission is because, as you know, I am in the corp game, which means I could lose my job like this, just like what happened to 16 of my colleagues last year, October 25th, 2024. The company laid off 16 of my colleagues, which was very surprising, the people that they let go. So if those people could be let go, I could easily be let go as well. So my strategy in the corp game is to not be invisible and to do good things, like really stick out with the things that I do in my work. So that's my strategy. If you have a strategy, I'd really like to hear what your strategy is for the corp game. But anyways, that was my mission. Me and my fiancé, we landed in Boston in the evening, and we arrived at the hotel, and we had to pass the welcome reception dinner. There was a welcome reception dinner that night, that Tuesday night, and we had to pass them to get to the elevators to go up to our room. And when I saw that large ass group, I was like, I can't do this. I'm gonna fail my mission. I can't, like, that's a lot of people. Like, I do not like to socialize. And when I do, I have to be really careful not to like drain my energy, because oh my God, I get so sick when my energy is like drained, especially in social, like high social situations. So I was really nervous about meeting all these people, and I didn't really meet a lot of them. Like, I knew already from my like unit, I don't know what to call it because we're not a business unit, but we are made up of a bunch of different departments like HR, IT, accounting, my department, which is BIT. So I already knew all those people from prior, because we had gone to Chicago one year and we had gone to Nashville. Was it last year or the year before? I can't remember. But those were smaller situations. Those were a lot easier to handle than 200 people. But thankfully, there was a section in the summit where we had a Q&A session. And this Q&A session, it included all 200 people that were there, and we got to ask the executives, like the people in the C-suite and slightly below the C-suite. We got to ask them questions about anything, regarding anything about the company or our products or a direction or whatever it is. We could ask whatever we wanted. So during this Q&A, I didn't have any questions. I was like, I don't know what to ask. Like, I'm just going to listen to everybody and see what questions they ask. Maybe it'll help generate a question for me to ask. So the hot topic for this Q&A session was around AI, artificial intelligence. what I heard, like what my interpretation of all these questions, there were a lot of questions around AI. What I heard was that they forgot that we have an AI forum Teams channel where we can discuss anything AI and share use cases and share AI tools and everything AI. That's what it just sounded like to me. And I was like, I know how I'm going to complete my mission. I am going to grab the mic, flag down the person with the mic and say, hey, I want to go next. And remind everybody that we have an AI forum Teams channel and for them to join it. So that's what I did. I got up in front of 200 people and I just reminded them about this AI forum Teams channel, and mission complete. I did not have to go and meet every single person. I just needed them to know who I was. Mission complete. I was so proud of myself that I did that. After that, a few people came up to me and thanked me for reminding them about the AI Forum Teams channel, including the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer. Mission complete. That's all I had to say. But the people prior to the Q&A, the people I did meet, they did recognize me as the AI person posting AI like articles and information, Copilot and other AI tools and stuff like that. So that was really nice, just that people recognized me in that manner. So that also felt good. So, but yeah, mission complete. We also did a charity event on Thursday, and we got to play like this game to get points and build 5 backpacks per team, totaling 105 backpacks for like underprivileged students to encourage them to go into STEM. So that was really nice. I don't think I've ever done like a charity. So that was my first, I think. So then the summit ended and I stayed with my fiancé Friday and Saturday. Friday, we went to Salem, Massachusetts, where the Salem witch trials were held. Yeah, that was a really interesting city because it looked like Halloween, like everywhere. Like all the stores were horror themed or monster themed or pirate themed or fantasy themed or witches themed. It was just really interesting walking around. We mostly just walked around and shopped. We didn't really go into any of the museums or had any tours or anything. It was kind of like impromptu, like the day before, my fiance asking me, hey, did you want to go to Salem? Like, yes, I want to go to Salem. Like, I love all that. So we went there and we actually met up with a couple of my coworkers because they were also staying like for the weekend as well, and they were also planning to go to Salem. So I met up with a couple of them and we were hanging out at this bar, and it was really cool. There was this like live music happening, and one of the groups, they were like dressed up in like pirate attire, and they were like doing like what you would hear like in like pirate movies and things like that, like the banging of the foot and like singing whatever it is, the traditional like pirate song or whatever. So it was really interesting experience. And then after that we walked. It was nighttime. We were walking a little bit. One of my coworkers, she shared a ghost story, and it was really interesting. I can't remember all of it, but she said prior to this experience she was a non-believer of like ghosts and spiritual activity, paranormal things like that, and after this experience she's like, it's all real, I believe it. So but if you're interested in hearing that story, I can probably go back to her and ask her if she can retell it so that I can tell you guys, because it's a really good story. I was like, that's insane. And then Me and my fiance, we walked to this cemetery. It was like 10 o'clock at night. And we walked to the cemetery and we could see like tour groups, you know, around, and, you know, I don't know what they were saying, probably something about the cemetery and, you know, scary stuff like that. But when we were at the cemetery, there were also people there doing like ghost hunting things. I don't know if you've seen on YouTube, where like these YouTubers have an app, and it like, I forgot what it's called, but there's this like app, and it just like makes noise constantly, and it's a way to communicate with whoever spirits around. So you have to listen closely, you know, whatever questions you're asking it, you have to listen closely to see if any words come through, because it's constantly just making noise. So I was like, oh, there's people ghost hunting here, you know. And I've tried ghost hunting before. That shit's scary. Caught some things on a recorder, like a voice recorder, or I have an EMF meter. I've also played with the Ouija board. I do not recommend, because that shit is real. That shit is real. Do not play with the Ouija board. Do not do it. Do not be tempted to do it, because that shit is real. But anyways, that was a really fun day. The next day we walked around Boston, but oh my god, it was so cold and cloudy and rainy and windy and wet, and it was just so awful. I would have recorded a lot more that day, but I could not handle the cold. It was so cold. I did go to this street called Acorn Street, which is like this cobblestone alleyway, and it's like a residential area. And so that was really nice. That was like that street is very popular, where people go and like photograph it. So I went there briefly, took some pictures, some video of it, and then we went to this Italian sandwich place. But man, that was kind of a disappointing place. The sandwiches took forever to be made, and it wasn't even a long line, and we like, I don't know, it took like a really long time, and I was like, I need to go pee, right? And so my fiance's like, okay, you know, go to the bathroom, go find a bathroom. There was a bathroom 10 minutes away at the Quincy Market. So I went to the Quincy Market, and that place was packed up the ass. Oh my god, it was so crowded, and I was trying to find the bathroom, and I finally found the bathroom. And then when I got out of the bathroom, my fiance still had not ordered, or maybe he did order, and it was just taking forever. So I went to go find a place to sit, and all the tables, there was no seating in that place whatsoever. But I did find this like empty area where people were kind of like, there was no tables or anything. It was just an empty area, and people were just sitting on the floor eating, you know, their food. So I was like, okay, I'll just have this like little corner of this area and just stay here until the fiance comes with the food. And he finally did come, but man, I was there forever waiting for him, because those sandwiches took forever to make, and they were not even great sandwiches. So that was disappointing. After that, we went to, I guess, this well-known pastry shop called Mike's Pastry to grab some cannolis for the fiance to bring back to his family so they can try. And he actually was able to get them through the airport security. It's pretty funny. He was like, if they don't allow me to take these cannolis into the airport, we're gonna have to eat these. I was like, that's a lot of sugar. And then I really wanted to go to the USS Constitution, which is like the oldest naval vessel afloat or something like that. Like, I really love ships and pirates and stuff like that. So I really wanted to visit it, but we just ran out of time because we had to go to the airport to go fly back to California. And I hope one day we can go back, because I really want to visit that goddamn ship. Sorry for this being a long video. I appreciate you being here all the way until the end. Let me know if you have any thoughts or questions about anything. I'd be happy to answer them. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. And please hit that like button to please support me. I would really appreciate it. Otherwise, that's it for this video. I know it's super long. And have a great weekend. Peace. See you next time.